up.
Well, good afternoon, everybody here. This is show number 252 of the Jimmy Palumbo Show on a freezing, you know what? It's simply the Northeast, and it is cold today. Drop the mic. It is really cold. And it is show number 252 here. And of course, behind the glass, your friend and mine, Mr. Dave Sturchio. We're both wearing Yankee hats. How are you today, Dave?
I'm Jim Dandy, Jimmy. I'm, it's, I don't know. I'm a little indifferent. The sports world is not treating me as nicely lately. Got to watch the play. The playoffs have been fun for the NFL. Yeah. The championship game was fun last night, but the Knicks freaking stink all of a sudden. So that's tough.
Listen, once again, Jimmy Palumbo, and I didn't realize they hired, the greatest coach of all time, Mr. Mike Brown, and he was going to be the difference to get us that one game into the finals. That the Thibodeau, who made the Knicks good again, worst firing in the history of New York sports, no doubt about it, firing Thibodeau. And, oh, no, he's going to play the bench. He's going to play the bench. And then we realized what Jimmy Palumbo's been saying for the last 2 years, Karl-Anthony Towns stinks. He's up in Minnesota there, and nobody's watching him.
Mitchell Robinson's on like suicide watch or some shit. I don't know. He's tweeting and fucking Facebooking and shit. I'm like, what is happening?
Mess. They are a mess here at Shea. But anyway.
Calm down, Tyson, with the average. Come on.
Show number, he does stink. Brown stinks. Show number 252, and of course that means number 52, and that means your friend and mine, Pepper Johnson, getting invited.
Yep.
Probably all-time cool linebacker name.
100%. I don't know if that gets duplicated.
Like a guy named Pepper Johnson, like when he was 8, everyone was like, he's going to be really good.
All right, so wait, hold on, time out. Handoff, somebody tackled by Pepper Johnson, Bob Shepard.
Tackled by Pepper Johnson.
See, that's like, I wish that was a thing.
He said it more Pepper
Johnson and Taylor. Taylor's on the team.
I'm wearing my away Sims jersey today, so that's the kind of mood I was in.
You know what? We're interrupting the massive press conference for Mr. John Harbaugh. So
I know we're all these Giant fans. We're going to get to John Harbaugh a little bit later on, but of course, don't forget Yankee pitcher Doyle Alexander. Venditti just drove off the road, and then you got CC Sabathia, and of course, in 2000, one of my favorite name guys, Luis Vizcaino. He wore it in 2007. David Weathers, pitcher during the Yankees.
Luis Vizcaino or Jose Vizcaino?
I don't know. I said Luis. Is there another Vizcaino?
Yeah, because Jose Vizcaino was the last out in the 2009 World Series. Huh? How about that for a trivia question? You know how I know that? Because he was one of the weirdos that had the two earpieces on his helmet instead of just the one that's protecting. He I guess maybe a switch hitter or whatever, but he had the two, and that's visually in my mind forever. So.
See that? That's why you're here on the show for tidbits like that.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, the excellent blue backdrop there. Also, by the way, just before we got on the show, I'm like, what's going on with your backdrop? I'm asking all these.
What is that? A light? What do you got? A football player? What do you got? It's like I was like talking to my grandmother. I was like, "Yes, Grandma, it's the lights. They light up good stuff. It's fun."
That was horrible. Then, of course, you got Dallas Dexter Coakley.
Dude, I was the only one in high school with the Dexter Coakley jersey that I wore way too much. Dexter Coakley was one of my favorite Cowboys ever. I'm talking undersized linebacker, ferocious little guy. Okay,
of course, we got Ray O.J. Simpson Lewis at number 52. And then you got Clay. I still think he did something bad that night in the Super Bowl week. But hey, what are you going to do?
Of course he did. And now he loves Jesus, so he's all is forgiven.
Clay Matthews, and of course, one of my Jamal Wilkes. And I always like that guy's name, Jamal Wilkes. I don't know. It's just a random NBA guy. But you know what's weird? The 52s were not that many. You got the B-52s and stuff like that, but there was not that many 52s as I thought. So you young players out there, I think the kids of America should listen to my show for this opening segment for this one reason. If, like, you don't want to never put a 56 on it or never put like a 44, you should look for a number, or if you want to be great, you will own that number. And there's certain numbers that are like that.
Somebody's backstage right now, and she's making all sorts of funny faces and shit. So I don't know if you want to bring her on right away.
You know what? I say we bring her right on.
It is special guest coming in right now. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Natalie Palumbo. Oh, look at
that.
Hello, Natalie. Now, the reason why we have you on today, number one, you're my daughter. You can come on whenever you want, actually. The reason is, and she's holding the dog there, Vivi, who is a puppy. But today is Natalie's 17th birthday, January 20th, 2009. Happy birthday, bunny.
Thank you, Dad.
And she takes her driving test tomorrow. Her mom right now is in CVS shopping for something, but I wanted to have you on to wish you a happy, special birthday. Now, one of the things we're going to get to about this weekend, Natalie, you were away with your friends in Montauk in 20-degree weather. Always good to go to Montauk in the winter, but I had to mind that dog in my place this weekend. Now, it is a cute puppy. Everyone loves puppy. However, that little dog pissed and shit all over my condo. And thank God that I had work done in my kitchen. I'm getting Oxy Magic USA.
Let's give it up for the dog.
And I am praying to God that Oxy Magic USA carpet cleaners, sponsor of the show, can actually come in and clean up the there it is right there, because I took care of my that little puppy, and you know what? Only one of them was my fault. Little laziness on my. I didn't call the snap count right away. I was a little delayed there. It was but this dog, that little thing, can piss and shit like a 40-year-old man, and but she was cute. But now
why do I feel like we've had this conversation before about another? Maybe you were talking about yourself.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that we've had a dog conversation before.
At one point, Nat, when I was taking care of the dog, I was saying to myself, "Hey, you know what? Like, this is what's going to be like for Natalie when I'm in my 80s. Like, Daddy's pissing and shit all over the place." And you'll be like, "I have to call Oxy Magic. Why? Because my dad's wearing Depends," which that leads to the joke. Anyway, so Nat, how's it feel to be 17?
So great. I don't know. I feel the same.
You do? All right. Now, what do you got? Tomorrow's a big day at Shea. You're scheduled to be the starting pitcher tomorrow. And why is that?
Wait, what?
Tomorrow's a big day. She's taking her driving test tomorrow at 10:30 at downtown Lodi, DMV here from the Omni. You excited about that?
I'm excited, but I'm very scared.
All right, just make sure you practice the old parallel parking, which I still can't do. And I'm 40, so I've been driving for 23 years now. I still can't parallel park for shit. But you got to do your K turns here at Shea. K turns are easy.
But what's the most important thing that Dad's been telling you on your driver's test? What do you have to do?
Listen to the Jimmy Palumbo show while driving. Sorry, go ahead.
Stop at the stop sign.
Stop at the stop sign. Because a lady at CVS yesterday told me, a random woman was like, your kid's taking a test. They try to confuse you. The driver test lady will say, hey, just pull up over there, trying to get you to like not see the stop sign. So you see a stop sign, you put the car in park, relax, have a scotch, light a cigarette, ask the lady how her kids are doing, and then go forward, okay? You cannot absolutely roll through the stop sign, because there was a family member very close to mine who took the test on the same day I did. Those of you scoring at home know who he is. And I took the test afterwards. And my dad, I said, Dad, how did he do? He's like, he did all right. And he was vague about it. And then right before the test, he goes, hey, Jimmy, you get to that stop sign, you come to a complete halt. I'm like, okay. He goes, he rolled through the stop sign. He failed the damn thing.
Wait, so wait, your brother failed his driving test?
No, not my brother. I can't reveal his name.
You absolutely can. It was 50 years ago. Who was it?
My cousin John.
All right.
Okay. By the way, my cousin John. Talk about the pressure. You want to talk about being a backup quarterback. My cousin John was the salutatorian. Okay. He never got anything wrong. Had straight A's his entire life. He was like scheduled to go to Penn State, to matriculate at Penn State. I was going to Rutgers. And he was just like the smartest guy I've ever met. And he's taking a test before me. And he did like a half little roll in the stop sign. I think my cousin John said it was a bad call by the ref. He got the toe in.
Did they check the tape?
They did not check the tape on it. And, but so I think he got it like 4 days later. But so just I just listen to that. It's happy birthday. I know you're gonna do great. I don't know what you're doing now with the video.
No, I don't know.
Nah, she's
What happened?
There you go. Now you're back. All right.
There we go.
Well, listen, and that also, what just for those of you scoring at home, what grade are you in right now?
A junior.
Yeah, junior. And what colleges are you looking at?
Sacred Heart in Providence.
Oh, you're gonna let Dad down and not do Rutgers, huh? Unbelievable.
She's got to apply. We'll see if I can.
I'm gonna apply to all family schools, all three family schools.
Which are
just
Penn
to see,
State.
just for shits. You know what I mean?
Well,
just to see if she can get it.
Listen, you know what? On all our gravestones, it's either going to say Penn State, Rutgers, or Montclair State. We don't go anywhere else. That's how it works.
Well, listen, Natalie, drop your Venmo right now, and everybody in the comments go send some money for her birthday. So that'd be great.
Oh, look at that! Oh, God forbid on Miles' birthday, we're going to go nuts.
Oh.
All right. Well, also, Nat, there's another special birthday today.
It's more special than hers. You're about to try to overshine her right now. What are you trying to do?
You know what? And Dave will understand this. A huge fan of the show, Tyson Hogan's wife, Angie. It's her birthday today. So you share. Nat, I love you. I love you to death. When it comes to my Patreon people, I got you. That's how it works right there. So anyway, all right.
The best
listen,
day.
I will see you later on. I got some.
I'm getting crawled on.
You taking a TGI Fridays and shit, or like when they sing and bring her free ice cream and
yeah, you know me. Happy birthday, little cake. No, I'm gonna. I'll see you later on. I just wanted to have you on the show.
Nat, happy birthday, girl.
Thank you for having me.
Talk soon. Be careful. Seriously, be careful.
Be careful on the road. All right.
Take care.
Love you.
Bye.
All right. We can end the show now, and there's nothing that's going to top that, to be honest.
Now,
we're good.
And we didn't even get to our segments here, but this show is going to be off the rails. But those I like.
As per what? Every other show.
Every other show. I was trying to figure out. I think the 5-year anniversary of this show is March 16th. So we have to do. I tried
5-year anniversary.
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck.
Really? I looked up
5 years. Yes, it has been, because I'm going to be in
5
business in February for 5 years. Oh my God.
It's 5 years. I was early. I was definitely one of the
you were leadoff batter, man. You were the guy.
First signed draft pick.
It's like me and Gooch had a podcast, and then we added you, and we're like, I think we got ourselves a network here. It's like, two of us are like, let's just do this. I was reminiscing hard the other day. I don't know why. Like, I haven't talked to Chris in a long, long time, and I hope he's doing well. But we had a lot of freaking fun, man. We had a lot of fun doing that daily show, and you would chime in a bunch. Like, it was just like,
it was fun.
I missed that shit, bro. It was like every day we would go on live at 11 and
talk
listen, shit.
Me, I don't think you should have done it 3 times a week.
Yeah, I know.
But hey, we move on from that. It seems like I haven't been to the studio. You know what I'm going to do? Maybe around March 15th or 16th, whatever the hell the thing is. Maybe I'll come down and do the show from the studio.
There you go. Let's do it.
Does that screw you? Well, maybe we'll do it on a different
If it's a Tuesday, on like whatever date that is, or that Tuesday in March, we'll do it.
Maybe I'll do a show live from downtown Mattawan.
There you go.
All right. Well, now I'm embarrassed by this next segment, which I do this baseball card thing, and this guy is a very, very, very well-known player. And I knew who he was. I know you know who he is. Everyone knows this is not Venditti will not be driving off the road on this guy right here. But as I choke, I didn't realize how good this guy was. Like, his stats are, I know, and there's reasons for it. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the Jimmy Plumbo show via
shit.
Todd Helton.
He's one of the best hitters, maybe top 25 maybe ever. I don't know.
Hall of Famer. I told you I knew who he was, but I didn't realize a couple things made me laugh. Number one, he played 17 years, and that's a long time. He's 52 years old. He played all of them with Colorado at first base. He batted .316, 369 home runs, 1,400 RBIs. He got Hall of Fame votes, 80% of the votes. He wore number 17. In 2000, he batted .372, 42 home runs with 147 RBIs. 216 hits. That's incredible to me. He played 10 years in a row. He hit over 300. in the postseason, he had no home runs in 15 games, but he did well against the Red Sox when they got
I'm trying
swept.
to think of his timing. He wasn't on the same team as like Larry Walker and Andres Galarraga and those guys,
right around there.
Was he? Because man, oh man, those guys can fucking hit, all of them.
Now they also went through that the ball era with Coors Field and all that. But in one of his best years, he hit a lot of home runs on the road. So that's another 3-time Gold Glove winner, 5-time All-Star, drafted by the Padres. He didn't sign, and a couple years later with the Rockies. He was like a $12 to $15 million a year guy back then. That was good. He leads. This is how you know. I know the Rockies have not been in the league all that long, but he's the leader in hits, home runs, doubles, walks, runs, RBIs, games played, and total bases for the Colorado Rockies.
Tyson, is that right? He was a quarterback right before Peyton Manning?
Of course, Tyson Hogan chiming in.
Holy shit!
He was a quarterback in high school. Gatorade Player of the Year in Tennessee in baseball and football.
Oh, he must have slayed the vagine.
His senior year in baseball, he batted .655. You imagine that, like 2 out of the 9th here, and here's Helton. Oh shit! We're gonna walk him.
The announcer's not even just like he's batting sick. What the fuck is he batting? He just stops.
I mean, it's not 706 like I did in softball, but it is 655 in high school.
Close.
Baseball is incredible. Like I said, Gatorade Player of the Year in Tennessee, both sports. He was ahead of Peyton Manning at Tennessee because Peyton Manning was a freshman. Heath Schuler was the quarterback.
Oh, God.
And this is what makes me. This is why I do this segment. There's all kinds of stupid shit that makes me laugh. But the first guy got hurt, and then Todd Helton was the quarterback. Then he got hurt, and Peyton Manning came in to fill in for him. And then that he didn't play quarterback after that anymore. But he had touchdowns. He was like very, very good. The fans were going nuts. Here's another thing. And anytime you hear, listen, all you baseball fans out there, whenever you do something really good and they mention Lou Gehrig in the sentence when they're explaining something you did really good, you did really good. He batted .315 or higher 8 years in a row.
Jesus.
And only 2 guys have done that, Gehrig and Bill Terry.
And he was probably right in the pulse of steroid era, right? Like that dude.
Yeah, and then of course, and he's now he's a special assistant to the GM. He's very obviously involved. But his numbers retired, and he lives in Tennessee, and he's very, very good friends with Peyton Manning. Like they're friends, the kids are friends, and all that other crap. But here's another thing that makes me laugh, and this is for Steve Venditti. The baseball team in Tennessee plays in, if you're a Met fan, the Lindsey Nelson Stadium. You remember Lindsey Nelson? No. He did Met games for 17 years, all through the the first year when they sucked, 69 and all that stuff. And also he did NFL games, and he was the guy who was the broadcaster for the first NFL game with instant replay. And I went on YouTube. You know what he had to do? He had to keep on saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is not live. That was not live." Can you imagine that? Think about that is like crazy.
Yeah, but you know what though? That was back then, and I'll be watching football with my dad throughout the course of the day, and all of a sudden he'll be like, not again. And I'm like, no, Dad, there's a replay, Dad.
I have to replay. So I think when any of your parents do that, it's called a Lindsey Nelson, right?
All right.
First of all, could you imagine doing a football game?
By the way, I sorry to cut everybody off, but Jimmy Palumbo's internet's nice and screwy today. I mean, your voice is fine. Your camera keeps kicking in and out, so I don't know. I'm just giving you a heads up. I don't know. I'm just giving you the heads up. It's on me, not you. Are you gonna blame me right now? Is that what you're trying to do? No, it's not on me. It's on you. Because I'm not freezing. You're freezing.
All right. Well.
Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know why. Anyway, so I got distracted by that, but Lindsey Nelson was a great broadcaster, and he did the Met games for years with Ralph Kiner and stuff like that. So that's it. I didn't realize. I knew of Todd Helton. I knew he was great. But I didn't realize, oh my God. Now there was a rumor. One of the broadcasters said something to Don Baylor about him on the juice, and it turns out he was only on the creatine and those whey protein shit drinks, and not anything else.
Listen to Jimmy try to describe whey protein as shit drinks. Yeah, by the way, shit drinks.
It's whey. Like, when you buy whey protein in that canister, someone should go, no way. That's what they should do.
Oh God. Oh God. Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, listen, that's it. Todd Helton, and I got his card here. And at the back of his card just says he was fucking great. So that's
Dude, that's what the card should actually read, to be honest with you. I think that'd be great. Like, what did he bet? I don't know. It just says he's fucking great.
No, but I feel like you don't hear about Todd Helton. I guess because,
no, because the Rockies have sucked.
I know that's what it is, but he's awesome, man. Which brings us to Patreon. I want to thank everyone. We're at 56. Thanks to all of them. You guys really support the show, which goes right to Dave. And I love getting that text on Friday. By the way, you haven't sent me any filler texts before the text.
And you know what? Because we're in a groove right now. Because if I say, you know what it is, Jimmy, I know how you get. So if I say like, hey, Jimmy, man, last week, bro, we had over 1,000 fucking watchers like all throughout the course of the week. So if I text you the following Friday, I'm like, hey, Jimmy, we're at like 994. I don't know. This is 6. We're down 6. I don't know. We might need to stop the show. And I don't know. It's like, that's why I've been refraining, because we're really doing well. And I don't want to.
All right. I think the show is doing well, for sure. And it's getting better and better. But, a little buffer, a little.
Fine. I'll buffer the next text instead of saying pay me.
But I give a shout out to Louis Vicciadomini.
What?
Louis Vicciadomini down in Florida, my buddy from Colonia. Also, James Kanowitz, website guy, big Cowboy fan as well. I think you guys know each other a little bit.
James Kanowitz?
He's friends with Joe Covino.
I know Joe Covino. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe we've.
Yeah, you crossed paths, I think. And also, someone who ran a half marathon this weekend in Naples, Florida, my brother Frank Palumbo. How embarrassing it is for me. I can't even walk down my steps barely, and my brother's doing half marathons. He's 5 years older than me. I've been trying to put a stop to this, but then he tells me my knees are bothering me. I go, don't run marathons. I mean, eliminate that. My God, but it's
Sam, we call that the draw. So the draw of the show is me. Like when Chris was here, no offense to Chris, but when Chris was here with Jimmy would tell a banger of a joke, and Chris would be like,
yeah, well, Chris and
that'd be it. I'm like, oh, dude, that was funny. What the fuck? Why didn't you laugh? Oh, you don't want to be here? That's fine.
Well, there were certain shows I'd be like, I said, Chris, is your screen frozen? No, I'm like, well, your face is. But he also had a way of busting my balls. And of course. But it's a different show. But that's okay. And Dave's done a great job here at Shea. All right. Well, of course. We are always in showbiz, and we are chasingmiracles.com. That's right, chasing miracles. Shit your body needs.
Absolutely.
You gotta try these. I'm hitting my head's hitting the microphone. But go check out chasingmiracles.com. Stem cell patches, energy, better sleep, non-evasive. You could pee in the cup. It's not like whey protein with cream.
You can pee in the cup on whey protein, guys. Let's not get it twisted. Calm down.
I know, but that's not the shit you use.
Gooch put up a screen and we took a nap. It's like a still shot.
I know. It looked like it was like a postcard. I'm like, hello.
There's more commercials here than PBS. Oh, we're getting crushed in the commercials.
And Sam Grasso.
Boy.
My God.
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, you know what? Listen, Sam, I know you got like 17 kids you got to put through college, but it's $3 a month for Patreon here at Shea. You know what? I'm going to do this show until Sam Grasso gives me $3 a month.
Oh, Christ,
I'm going to put in my Patreon notes right now.
Oh, no.
Right here. Mention Sam Grasso.
Sam, I'll Venmo you at least $9 to get you through the first 3 months just so we can shut the hell up about it.
I love it. Anyway, I'm just busting you, Sam. I know you got, whatever. You don't have to.
I know you got the money, you cheap fuck.
No, I'd rather have you support the show than like on the comments that I did the $3. But you can, $3. Anyway. So Chasing Miracles, go talk to Tommy and Donna, chasingmiracles.com. They got all kinds of cool stuff that they don't sell at the vitamin shop where Dave buys stuff that is going to make him grow a leg someday. All right.
Got myself a third leg already. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you. No, seriously, stop.
But you mock me, but every 3 months, like, yeah, I wasn't feeling good yesterday. I was taking this stuff. What did you take? What did you do?
Into my first of all, it's Underground Nutrition in Hazlet, New Jersey. You can go check them out and use the promo code PAUSE for 10 or 15% off. But I was there yesterday. I got there before like closing. You could tell the guy was trying to close up, and he was like, cutting the shades down and shit. I'm like, wait. like I kicked the door down. I was like, I need protein, I need pre-workout, I need this, I need that. He's like, yeah, come on in. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I can only imagine this shit.
$70 yesterday in supplements. So yeah.
I get a protein drink. It's from Walgreens.
I got it from CVS for $4.
What a jerk.
Picking up my prescribed.
Yes. You don't eat meat. You got to have your protein and drinks. God knows. Anyway. Well, we'll get I guess we should do the show.
We're only 25 minutes in, but
listen, congrats to Indiana. It's unbelievable. Great game.
Crazy.
I thought that was a touchdown pass when he first released it. Looked like he had the guy beat, but it got picked off. I got to give a shout out to Miami. And this is me. Listen, everybody knows when I watch sports, when you're a Rutgers fan, you assume you're going to lose. And you're a Giant fan too. Like you assume, like, okay, when is everybody going to die? That's how you watch the game.
He dies in the end. Go ahead.
And I kept on. I thought Indiana. At one point, I was like, "Wow, Indiana's so much better than Miami." Then all of a sudden, I'm like, "You know what? I don't know about this." And then I was like, "You know what? Miami's going to win this game. I just know it." And the game kept on. Everybody was waiting for Indiana to lower the boom, and when they did, then Miami struck back right away. And it's incredible. They're a good interception, and they won the game.
Yeah, it was such a piss poor throw. I mean, Sam loves the fact that he was in cover too, and yeah, he definitely made a good play. But man, like Beck just went. Beck, you would think with his eight years of college experience, he would have like thrown a better pass, but that ball was just.
You know what though? He never. If you look at when they showed the replay, it was never going to be complete. And
no,
two guys. The other guy
close.
was even if he threw a dart, it was going to be picked. But it was listen. This guy Signetti, who I think is going to start to annoy everyone, and I was rooting for Indiana kind of, and this guy Signetti, listen, Rutgers beat a couple years ago. Rutgers beat Miami and Indiana, and now they're playing for the national championship.
What was great though? Right in the post game, they went to the Indiana radio call. Now, keep in mind, this guy's been doing the radio since 1973. And when he gets that pick, he's like, and it's intercepted. He starts pumping his fist, but you don't see that because he's not on camera, technically, right? He's like getting so excited. He's looking for a fist bump from like one of the guys,
and he doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. He's like, all right, fuck it. Go crazy. But yeah, congratulations, man. That was awesome. That guy,
he's been there since '73. He's also broadcast a couple of decent Indiana basketball games since 1973. So calm down with him.
I'm saying for the football team, they're calling Indiana's football win like one of the biggest wins in sports history.
Here's how you know it's wild. Indiana, in the history of college football, is the worst college football team. Overall, do you know
this is like Duke winning the national title in football. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't.
No, it's even better. Like they are the worst. They have the least amount of wins. I think Rutgers is right behind them. But anyway,
it's crazy.
All of a sudden, I looked at Carson. Let me tell you how stupid I can be when I'm on my third margarita.
They won one game 2 years ago. Sam said.
Right.
That's insane.
That's insane. His record is 27-2. But. And then, okay, I'm watching the game, like Carson Beck, and all of a sudden my brain's like, wait a minute, Carson Beck. And I'm like, I just completely went like, what?
That Carson Beck.
Yeah, I went didn't he play for Georgia like from 78 to 82? Like, look at this guy. Like, they showed a picture of his parents in the crowd. His parents are like 81. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? He's got like tenure. Well, his son's being recruited by Tennessee.
I changed my tune. I wanted Miami. I like, Michael Irvin's one of my guys. And I was like, fuck it. I'll just take Miami because I'm not really outside of Rutgers. I really don't have a team investment, but I will say every time they panned to Mendoza's family and his mom who's dealing with the MS and stuff, I was like, man, fuck it. Win this fucking game, dude. Win this game. And when he won the game, let me tell you something. Not everybody should be interviewed in post game. It's just that, not everybody should be required. I was talking to my boy Chris Payne about it because we're sitting there, I'm like, guys, get the microphones out of some of these kids' face because they don't know what the hell they're saying in the moment. They interviewed Mendoza and Mendoza came out. He was like, I'll just die for these guys and all glory to God. As soon as he said God, I was like, oh, he's a religious guy. And then he was like, yeah, all glory to God. Let's fucking go.
I know.
Hold on. Yeah, God's not going to like that, dude. Calm down.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's like you don't realize how young these kids are. Except
Yeah,
for
they're
Carson
young.
Beck. Carson Beck went to high school with me. But so that was it. A good game, a good national championship, and a
See,
pretty
I don't
good
know. I don't want to cut you off. I keep cutting you off, but like there was a tweet I saw last night, and I posted it in Chop Sports, and I posted it on my Twitter. It said Mendoza looks like he's somebody that makes his animal crackers fight before he eats them. When I saw that, my
very funny.
side started to hurt. I was like, "Holy shit!"
That is funny,
dude. I don't know why that's so funny because it's so stupid, but I was like, "This is so funny." I don't know why.
That's
Great,
right. That
great
is a
tweet.
very funny tweet right there. No doubt about that. So that was it. Good college playoff. Good, clean fun. The NFL. Well, Saturday, Broncos, Bills. Great game. Knicks got hurt, and another guy.
A lot of people are saying he got hurt on the kneel down. It was like 2 plays before that. Everybody, calm down.
Jason. Jason Stidham. Is that how
Jarrett
you say
Stidham? Jarrett Stidham will be getting the call here. He is going to try to do his best Nick Foles impersonation this weekend.
He's a 4th-round pick in 2019. By the way,
he hasn't played ball since 23. So,
by the way, I did a little research. Everybody's like, "Oh, who's this little guy?" He makes $6 million a year. He's probably the top. He's got to be the highest paid backup. No.
I don't know. What does Winston make? I don't know.
Pure backup. No, Winston. I don't think Winston makes 6.
I don't think he makes 6. He makes $6 million.
Yes, he does. Look it up. This guy's
you talk about a worse investment. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And who is not rooting for this guy? Because I have no skin in the game.
I mean, Patriots they're pretty damn good. I mean, there's a lot of people jumping all over the Patriots for having a very easy path, but man, look at the defenses they've beaten. That's not fucking easy at all. The Chargers, the Texans, and now possibly the Broncos, the 3 best and if they go play Seattle or something like that, it's another banger of a defense. That's insane.
One of the best teams, of course, played in the 4 o'clock or the 8 o'clock game. 49ers Seahawks. That was a blow up. It was the 49ers are banged up. Chris Gucci had 8 tackles. He'll be
the first to tell you that he can make those tackles.
They rushed for 175 yards. Listen,
Kenneth Walker had like 3 touchdowns or something.
Yeah, it was just a blowout, boring game. That was the worst game of the whole weekend. And then on Sunday, the Pats Texans. Now, I think. Listen, the Patriots are the only team. I think they're the only team in the last 2 years who absolutely destroyed the Giants on every level. I was like, oh my God, we were getting punched, kicked, touchdowns, and we had no response at all. I mean, we've gotten blown out by 30 points against teams, but you go like, that one fumble. This was just, no, we're going to drown you. It was cold. It was awful. And I've been saying
Thursday night, I believe.
Yeah, I was saying the Pats are going to be tough. But CJ Stroud.
Oof.
Okay. I would have started Chris Gucci over Stroud. He had the worst game.
4 interceptions in the first half, Jimmy.
Dude, and you know what?
How do you not turn? I understand you want to get behind your guy, but I would have said, hey, Davis Mills, see what you got. Let's just see what happens.
Bad job by him. You got to get him out of the game. He was awful. And you can see it in his face. He looked like someone that
you know what it is? He doesn't know what it is to live for another play. Like if there's somebody in his face, he's like, I'll make the play, don't worry. And he'll fade off the back. The ball's fluttering, and then all of a sudden the defender's just like, oh, thank you. And it just takes
maybe he's a nice guy, and maybe he's
I'm sure he's a great dude, but he was a horrific playoff quarterback.
Horrific. He had horrific 2 games in a row. But you know what's funny? Everybody's like, Drake May. I thought Drake May had a shitty game, be honest with you.
I mean, it wasn't one of his best stat games, but he didn't. He also turned the ball over. So
Drake May hasn't played well either. So I think that could bite him in the ass. But I think
Denver's defense is nothing to sleep on. So they gotta win that game like fucking 10-6 or some shit. You know what I mean? Or 13-10 or something.
They gotta just keep it close, and maybe you'll catch lightning in the bottle. But of course, the best player in the NFL, Caleb Williams, almost. Listen, I've been down on this guy. I thought he was a cocky jackass when he was at USC. Let me tell you something. And by the way, Dave and I rarely text during big games, especially Cowboy games. I respect that. He doesn't do it. But literally, we've been hard on Caleb Williams, but every week, this guy, that pass he threw at the end of that game, that you can make the argument that was a top 5 NFL pass of all. He rolled. First of all, he drifted back. They were on like what, the 50-yard line?
Dude.
He drifted back to like the 25. Guy in his face, and he throws it where the ball had to go. It was incredible.
Dude, I will say, listen, as a dad coming up, trying to raise my kids to watch sports, Stella had asked me on the couch, the game is close and, we're creating this new thing. We're going to do like a little pick'em thing. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing, but we're going to do a pick'em thing for the NFC and AFC championship, just the house. And she's like, the game's close. And she's like, Daddy, can I stay up and watch the end of this game? And and Steph, who's on the stairs, like waiting for Stella to come back upstairs to go to bed. I looked at Steph. I was like, listen, fuck that. She's staying with me, right? Like, so I start watching the game with her. And then, with the Caleb Williams play started to develop. And I'm trying to explain to her as the game goes on, hey, they got to get to the yellow line. Hey, they got to get to this. Hey, and she's starting to get it, right? I said, listen, it's the last chance. They got to get to the yellow line. I don't know if this is going to happen. And then he's rolling around, and I was like, oh, he's got to throw the ball. And then she goes, he throwed it, right? And he threw it, and he caught it. And she goes, I didn't want to scream in her ear, but I was like, oh my God. And she's like, just like scared. She's like, he caught it. He caught the touchdown. I said, yeah, he caught the touchdown. And then it goes to overtime. And she's like, Daddy, can I stay up and watch overtime? And I look over, I'm like, you goddamn right you can. I was like, tomorrow's Martin Luther King Day. You're off of work at school. I was like, yes, absolutely. But
that's perfect.
Jimmy, I got to I'll send you a picture. So because of these pick'em things that we're doing, she went out and I was like, all right, now it's the Broncos and the Patriots.
By the way, Stella has just a better chance of picking these games
correct.
Anybody else in the world.
Correct. So I said it's the Bears and the Patriots and the Rams and the Seahawks. We're gonna pick the teams, and if you pick them right, you'll get a point, and then we'll carry in the Super Bowl. I said, just so you know, the Broncos, their quarterback, their main guy, he's hurt now, right? So I come upstairs the following night, and I'm watching. She's writing something in her pad, and I gotta send you a picture of it because it's fucking adorable. She goes, I will not pick the because their quarterback is hurt. And the spelling is, dude, I'm rolling. I'm like, this is the most adorable thing in the world.
That's great.
And she goes, this is who I'll pick. And I'm like, oh, can I read it? She goes, I'm not telling you who I picked.
She's holding off her pick.
All right, you know what? Fuck it.
Hey, listen.
But yeah, she's getting it. She's getting a little bit. I love it. I'm really
every dad wants to raise their daughter to be a degenerate gambler. I think that is a way to go.
I said to my dad, I was like, yeah, we're doing this little pick'em thing and blah blah blah. He's like, all right, yeah. He's like, who'd she pick? I was like, I don't know. She's waiting for the spreads to come out.
I can't wait. Natalie's 18th birthday next year. We're going to Vegas, baby.
Stella the Greek. Oh, Sam, that's a comment for the lifetime, bro. That's great.
So Rams and Bears, that game was wild. The pass interferences and stuff, but I guess they were all legitimate. But one thing about the NCAA game, for the first time in maybe 4 years, the ref said, let's let the cornerbacks play.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I mean, I thought there was pass interference like 8 times.
Yeah. I mean,
but you know what? They let them play, but the NFL, they don't do that. So that's it. So we got, excuse me, Pats, Broncos. I am going to pick upset special. I'm going with the nobody gives a shit quarterback, Stidham. They call him Stiddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Stiddy Venditti.
Uh-huh.
And upset pick of the week. And I'm also going to go with the Seahawks over the Rams. I think.
All right. Well, I tell you right now, the NFL is a big ratings thing. Now, listen, you're going to watch the Super Bowl regardless of who's in it. It's just the way it is. It's on your TV on that day anyway, right? However, I don't think the NFL wants anything to do with Jarrett Stidham being the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. So careful what you listen. I would love the Broncos. Sean Payton is a little prick. I don't like him since Bountygate. He's a piece of shit. But I will say that, like, I'm rooting for them sort of because I can't. It's hard to get behind anything Boston. So I'll pick the Broncos to the upset. I don't know if I'm confident in that pick. And I'm with you. I like Seattle too. I like Sam Darnold to go to the Super Bowl and have the Jets fans cringe. I think that would be hilarious, actually. So.
And just keep in mind the Giants completely outplayed the Denver Broncos when they played them.
Dallas didn't.
Another, of course, since my dog, we already did the Oxy Magic carpet. Please call them up because my dog pissed and shit all over the place this weekend. But now I did a stand-up show on Saturday.
Anybody die?
5 o'clock. Well, not no.
Any
But
near-death experiences?
no, it was a fundraiser for someone who is ill, 35-year-old, and we did it over at hell's name, Spicy's on the boardwalk in Seaside. But let me tell you something. And this is all, I don't know, you're younger than me, but this is for all my older people out there. When you go to a shore town in Jersey in January on a Saturday afternoon, it was cold, gray, windy, right? And I woke up to this place, Spicy's, which used to be like bigger. Used to be a whole arcade, but I guess some of the arcade they shut down. They put this bar. It's a big, big place. They have bands there upstairs and shit. First of all, but I said, let me. I was there early. Let me walk down the boardwalk a little bit. Everything's closed. I walked by where we shot the beer league scene.
That's what Tyson just said. Pink Bear Man.
Pink Bear Man. I walked by that. I knew exactly where it was because that was the first day of shooting. And I was treated like a piece of shit because they didn't know I was one of the leads of the movie. The crew was like, "Sir, step away, please, sir. You're in the way." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in the movie. I'm Johnny Trino." And so I walked out. But here's the funny thing, man. And this is my brother's gonna. Well, I actually call my brother to discuss this. When there's these little bars that are not like the hot clubs that are like right where they sell like clams and stuff all the way down the boardwalk. Those bars are open now. Dude, there is a Riley old bunch in these bars. Dude, I peeked my head in. Dude, it's so depressing. There's like 8 guys drinking, one TV on. They're just watching like random football. And I was like, and I kept on walking everything. The sawmill, these bars are open and there's guys in there. No one's under the age of 70 inside these places. And I'm like, how much do these guys hate when Memorial Day comes around? It's like, that's my spot, man. It's like, yeah, I went in there, had a beer. It was like $4 for a bud. I'm like, this is the greatest place on earth. And then I walked back and then we did the show with Ryan Marr. It was really funny. And I found that this woman, Jessica, she has like brain cancer, and they were doing this huge fundraiser, and all her friends and all her family friends, there was tons of people there. They were donating pretty heavy. Supposedly she's pretty sick. I don't know the details. And I realized I go up, and the crowd was like, there was no stage where this was, and they weren't really listening to me. Like they couldn't. It shouldn't have. The stand-up wasn't set up really good. And I knew Ryan was going to struggle with it too, but he already, because he knew the family, he donated his time. So I get done with my set. I'm at the tail end of my set. People in front, I got a few laughs here and there, but I just realized, you know what? I got problems, but like this family's got real problems, man. And I don't know what came over me, and I'm not patting myself on the back. I just was like, I'm going to make this lady at a fundraiser give me. And the pay wasn't great. And Ryan told me, hey, it's a fundraiser. The pay's not great. And I decided I just wanted to keep doing shows to stay sharp. And I just said to the crowd, I was like, thanks for listening. Anybody that was listening. I was like, but you know what? I just donated my pay. I just said,
nice. Very nice.
I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, you know what? The money, listen, do I need the money? Of course. But I was like, this is a shitty situation here. And I think they got 2 kids, so I don't even know. But I was like, you know what, fuck this. And of course, Ryan was like, dude, you don't have to do that. I'm like, Ryan, me and you have done like 15 shows together. They're always a success. This one was a little sadder note. So I donated my my thing there. It was cool. I felt good about it. And then I drove home an hour and 45 minutes listening to football. So that was my weekend doing stand-up. Now
I was driving home. I ran out of gas because I didn't have any money.
By the way, you know what? First of all, it's funny you say this. So I am driving home. All of a sudden, I realized I had 2 beers the whole time I was there. Talked to a nice girl named Casey at the place with her mom, who's a Bronco fan. I'm like, wow, you must really know this family. The Bronco game was on, and you're at a fundraiser.
Oh wow!
And she goes, yeah, I've always been a fan since like, with the Dan Reeves and the years ago, and Craig Morton, and then he just drove off the road.
So did my dad.
All of a sudden, I just realized that I was like, I have to piss. I gotta go to bed. So I'm waiting for the next thing. And they redid all of the rest areas on the Parkway. Let me tell you something. Whoever the guy was who designed it, first of all, when I pulled up, it looked closed. It was the John Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one near the studio. That's right there.
I walk in there. The place looks like The Walking Dead. I felt like I would rather pee on the boardwalk at Seaside in January.
Well, they do, actually.
First of all, it was so miserable in there. And for some reason, every time I go to these places, there's always 11 guys cleaning the bathrooms, but the bathrooms aren't clean. He had like some kind of blower going. He had this big washer going. I'm like, guys, there's nobody here. You know, can I do this now? I'm trying to pee, and I'm like, what a miserable. And I said, of course I saw a little. I was like, maybe I'll get a little bread. So I was getting a Burger King or something. All the stores were closed. This was like 7 o'clock on a Saturday
Everything's gated off, right? There's gates on everything.
Gated off. It's like, this is, if you're from out of town, like say you're coming up from, you live in Florida, you're driving up, and you pull into one of these places, you're going to be like, this place sucks. It's why New Jersey, and I guarantee you, I'm willing to bet the John Bon Jovi rest service, that renovation, that one renovation cost more than every rest area in South Carolina. Guaranteed. It probably cost $70 million.
We don't even have a Buc-ee's or anything. We don't have anything good. We just have the John Bon Jovi rest area. That's real cool.
And then they have like a shitty guitar that and the guitar says like, this guitar is a replica of one that John Bon Jovi might have played when he did a show in Sayreville in 1978. It's awful.
And when you walk into the bathroom, you hear like bow wow, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And then you go back in, you're like, bow wow. It's the fucking living on a prayer.
Yeah,
it just starts to play for no reason whatsoever.
And then I started, like, of course, I got home, I was Googling rest area names in New Jersey, and I'm like, you know what? I'm 2 bookings away from having a rest area name. But Jimmy Palumbo rest area.
Oh my God, Jimmy, you have no idea. You have no. I would almost start a petition in the state to try to. I want. Listen, at the very least, right now, I want a street in New Brunswick named after you. I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. Like down near the grease trucks or near something. Jimmy Palumbo Avenue or some shit. Yeah, I need that in my life because then that'll be just a fucking.
With a little plaque underneath it that says Jimmy has sat through more shitty Rutgers games than any other fan.
They should pay for your season tickets at this point.
Thank God for my brother's Christmas gift every year. Which of course, the trickle-down theory, Dave Sturcho enjoys that.
Hey, thanks.
Maybe
bro.
next year. But no, I mean, what are we doing there? They're awful experiences. It's just awful.
There's nothing. First of all, you shouldn't be anywhere. Like I know you got the cleaning people, but like that's the thing. Like at my gym, same thing. Like I'm going to take a piss at the urinal. That's a private moment to myself. One time I'm taking a piss and I feel something swipe at my foot. I look down and the guy's mopping like right next to my. I said, "Bro, let me piss." Like, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. And he walks away. I'm like, dude. Like
maybe he was giving you a look. Maybe he wanted to get you in the stall. You never know, dude.
Well, next time ask politely. I might give him a go. But like, Jesus Christ, like, come on.
It's reach around day here at the gym. It's sponsored by Whey Protein.
Oh my God!
No, it's I just. Does anybody else agree? And then they have one. Now they have one up. There's one more on the. I think it's a Turnpike. Where it's,
is that the Christy Whitman one or some shit? Like I don't know.
There's one. There's one of them where you go in there, and the store is like open. Like they have where you get like toiletries, I guess, and it's like open where you just kind of walk by and the thing. What the fuck? You know what? They should have a guy like you walk in there as a guy there with a grill, short order cook guy, and he's like, "What do you need? You want a hamburger?" And he slaps a burger on. Like it's just the whole. And anybody who's ever gotten a hamburger at a rest area and Jersey Turnpike at the Burger King, the next day you're like that. It's miserable. It's New Jersey's worst thing. I really think it is. Come
to New Jersey, where the stalls and the fucking rest stops are plentiful.
No, the whole thing is shitty. I don't understand it. We can do better than that. Anyway, I digress. Listen, the Giants. I know we didn't. The Giants. Listen.
Segue day.
Okay, segue day.
We're talking. By the way, speaking of shit and urinals, the Giants and their new coach. Go ahead.
Okay, there's a couple of things. The Giants hired John Harbaugh, who I think is speaking right now during my show. How dare he?
Bastard.
Here's one thing I gotta tell everybody, and I know you're a Cowboy fan, and you don't hate John Harbaugh, I'm sure. But
no, I like the Harbaugh. I like them both.
But it was a hire they had to make. If they would waited a week, there would have been a Sean McDermott versus Harbaugh. They both would have got
or Tomlin, or they could have. Right. Yeah, they made a decision pretty quick.
But right away, everyone's like, "Oh, finally, now we're going to be good again." Did anybody go? Why don't you Google the Giants roster? Listen, I like the hire. I'm not against it, but like everybody, relax. Here's what happens when you get older. You're like, you know what? Talk to me opening day. I'm just tired of this. What makes between the NIL stuff I got to read about, where every team loses 45 guys a year. And it's like, you know what? Rutgers lost guys. Everybody we lost is playing at like Texas, Oklahoma, and Penn State. Everybody we got played at Linden, Carteret. I mean,
I wonder if there's a way, like, I know, here we go again. Like, if this gets clipped up and put online, I might get like castrated. But like, I wonder if there's a way that they can, like, the NIL is probably going to be a thing forever now, right? You would think, and I don't think that's going to go away.
It's going to be they're going to
the transfer portal shit's got to stop. And what I'm saying is, like, I think, listen, if boosters and shit, and all of a sudden, let's just pretend that Alabama makes $80 million in revenue because of all the shit they raise, right? I think the NCAA should crack down and say, look, I don't give a shit how much money you make. You can put that all back into the school, the facilities, all that shit. But your cap at players is $3 million total throughout or $2 million total. Make it an even playing field, because if you're Bama, you're going to be able to afford the better guy regardless. Rutgers is not going to swoop in and say, like, hey, we'll give you this and we'll give you that. I'm like, what the fuck?
You got to remember
the other day. By the way, Paz told me the other day, I'm not going to release any names or who, but Paz told me the other day that Rutgers spent like $1.3 million on a wrestler.
Yeah,
coming up.
Anthony Knox, the kid who got in a fight with his father.
$1.3 million.
It's crazy.
What the fuck are we doing here, man? Like,
to come in to be ranked 10th in the country.
I need gas money, and this guy's he can take a double leg takedown. He's going to fucking make 1.3.
This kid is really good, and Rutgers wrestling will be ranked 10th and will be 9th in the Big Ten.
I just think they got to regulate it a little bit. Again, if you're a powerhouse school, you're going to go to the school because they're a powerhouse school. But like, let's not be able to just pay anybody anything.
I don't know if I know you don't know this, but years ago,
in a Mercedes, yes, for Sam.
Years ago, the big schools, it was unlimited scholarships. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So Alabama could just literally sign 150 guys to a 1-year, 4-year deal. And that's why all those schools were really good, because they just gave them out like it was candy. And then the NCAA, I don't know what year it was, maybe around 1970-ish, or maybe a little later than that, they capped it. You're only allowed 70, maybe it's 75 now.
So if they've done it before, they could do it again.
But by doing that was a great equalizer, because now you got to raise money for that and all that different stuff. And they got to do something. Listen, I don't care if everybody makes $3 million a year, but just have a cap.
That's what I'm saying. Just as a school, right. Like you only get to spend X on football, X on basketball, and that's it.
And you got to commit.
Baseball, whatever.
You got to the dates got to be moved around so it's fair for everybody.
And the transfer portal shit, like, come on, dude. Like that's what that's really showing me is how many bitch-made players there are in the. This is the Gen Z bullshit. Like you go to a school, you get a scholarship to a school, and because you're a backup for a year, you're like, I'm gonna transfer. Like, dude, get off your high horse and go fucking play ball.
I don't mind having a portal.
No, the portal was fine for like COVID when schools were like closing and some schools were open and some schools are like so.
I want to play. They got to have a portal, because then you know what? Then the coach can't leave.
Fine.
Why can a coach leave and not a player?
If I think the rule should be a coach. If the coach is offered a greater than job, meaning like NFL, then you can leave.
I think it's got to be a contract, just like the coach of UConn girl says, listen, you want to play? You want to make money like this? Fine. You sign a contract just like you're getting a mortgage.
Is this sign it? Did Mark Cuban throw a lot of money into Indiana football?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't fucking know that. I just thought they got good.
And the guy who owns Nike, the guy who owns Nike sponsors Oregon. You know that?
See, this is what I'm saying, man.
And
it's never going to be fair. Next year, you know what? Hey, Shiano, get Bill Gates on the fucking phone. See what he's doing. See what he's up to. Or the Amazon douche. Whatever the hell's name is.
You know what annoys my soul? In the last 3 weeks, I think there's been 170 coaches have been fired. Mm-hmm. And we can't fire Greg Schiano. Here,
he's got nudes of somebody.
If I worked for Rutgers, that athletic director, the first thing I would say to her is, new rule. If you sign a coach and you can't afford the buyout, don't hire him.
Right.
Because what you do, everybody's like, no, we can't afford the $8 million. What? Like, then you can't,
like Dion, like Prime, like when.
You know what happens at like SMU when they call up Billy Bob and say, "Hey, Billy Bob, you got to write a check for $11 million. This guy sucks." He's like, "All right, I'll do it." And Rutgers goes up to a guy and they go like, "I only have $25 to give to you." Like, what do you mean? It's awful.
Well, I guess he's your coach next year.
Oh my God, Seattle's been there for 17 years. My daughter, I would have said,
and he took a break.
He took a break.
The NFL came back.
He hasn't done shit.
Gave LeGrand a jersey over in Tampa, and then fucking came on back.
I'm so down on him. Enough already.
Yeah, it's like changed my mind at this point. Like, how does any Rutgers fan, specifically Jimmy and his crew, how do they get invested this year? Like, tell me, oh, we're having this guy coming back. That shouldn't be a reward. He should just be there. Like, that's it.
The whole thing. Anyway,
there you go. Tight end one, receiver one, 2032. We're gonna get a recruit out of Rutgers here. Good job. Thanks, Tyson.
Tyson Hogan and his wife Angie. We should have the song Angie playing in the background. I'm sure they're tired of that.
I was not prepared.
And of course, not only are my carpets filthy, but I can't see shit. Why? Because I got to go to Absolute Eyewear, 42 Main Street.
You know what?
Woodbridge, New Jersey, 732-326.
Eyes. Sorry.
What did they know? Your toe got out of bounds. That's not a catch. I didn't want to talk about what's a catch. That's another issue.
That's another fucking thing.
We'll do that next week.
I forgot the ticker. I forgot the damn ticker. And I just
Craig and Janine J. Bird go down to 42 Main Street in Woodbridge. Full service opticians. Hang out with Charles Oakley, who he should coach Rutgers. And they got glasses for every budget. Mention the show, Dave Sturcio, me, anybody. Mention my brother running half marathons. And you get $100 off a complete pair of glasses there. I finished Landman. I think it's finished for the season.
So I gotta rewatch the most recent one, but the one you were talking about with the alphabet soup, LGBT, blah, blah, blah.
You agree?
Listen,
well, it's all over the news.
Of course it was. But let me tell you something. Whoever wrote that, bravo for standing against the grain. Because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, they got to cater to everybody, right? You got to do it. It's okay. And it's the world we live in. They went the other way. They dialed it up. Allie Larder, I love you so much for what you did for your daughter in the show. You went there. You basically spit fire. And at the end, what happens? The other one, the one that was so mean and I identify and they, them and this, that, and the third, she comes around and she's starting to be stood up for. And like, we all can get together. That's how you could do it. That's how you can do it. You don't have to necessarily say like, oh, everybody's fucking this and that and the other. That was perfectly done. Perfectly done.
Or someone in the marketing department said, you got it. You have to have a come back around thing. That's what's got to happen.
That again, and they did. That's fine.
I was watching either Fox News or one of them. I don't know, and they were covering it. I was like, Jimmy Plumbo once again called that early on. We already covered the
Johnny Fox, Cheyenne, and Penny are getting me in trouble with the wife. Worth it.
Totally.
Oh my God, the attorney. She's another firecracker, man. God damn.
You do not want her shooting threes.
Let me tell you something about the freckles. I don't know what it is.
Well, sometimes she doesn't have the freckles. On close-up, she has the freckles.
Right.
Far away.
Yeah. But when you see the freckles, you're like, you know what? Those are cute too. Those are cute too.
No. She lines up in the slot.
She does.
Everybody's looking. Everybody's looking at Allie Larder's daughter. All of a sudden, over the middle, first down. Of course, with 6 seconds to go, Allie Larder's getting the ball down low. It's like Jabbar with Magic Johnson. That's funny to 7 people, what I just said there. I did watch Marty. I got okay, here we go. It's another thing. So Screen Actors Guild used to send out DVDs and for all the voting for all the Oscars, all the shit called the screeners. And they used to get like 30 DVDs, but of course DVDs are gone by the wayside. So that's all streaming. Okay. Now, I'm not technologically great. Okay. They have the streaming service at sag.com, right? And all of a sudden I'm trying to beam it up to my television. I can watch it on my computer, but I don't like that. I like watching it on a flat screen. I got a big flat screen. I want to watch it on that. And usually you can beam up anything from your phone. It's not that hard to do. I have done it many times.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it cannot be done from Safari. I'm like, okay. So, and it really can't be done from Google Chrome. It really can't be done. I'm like, wait, Where can this be done from? I mean, this is awful. I'm gonna have to hook up my computer via HDMI.
Oh, the
straight
old
in.
HDMI cord. Yeah.
But I did watch the movie Marty Supreme. Again, it was good. But it was, you know what, a little long. I'm giving it like, it's good. It's nice. It's like going to a diner and you get like a Salisbury steak. It was just okay. But my a girl I worked with, Odessa Azion, is in it. And she's awesome. And I got to hang out with her doing Fresh Kills, that Staten Island movie. And she's a really cool chick. She was awesome to bullshit with. And she's got a really cool role in this. She's a big star now. She's in a if you saw her face, you would know she is. Her mother's Pamela Adlon, who played.
I was going to say Pamela Anderson. I'm like, I know her.
Pamela Adlon, who played big voiceover person, played Bobby Hill on King of the Hill and all that. And
Bobby.
She also was in all those Louis C.K. TV shows, playing the wife and stuff.
Louis the man.
But I'm looking forward to watching some of the other movies. Oh
my God! You know what I watched? My barber put me onto it, but I was in a different state of mind when I was watching it, so I was like, I gotta watch it again. Like, it's called Friendship on HBO Max. It's with the guy from the Chair Company, the main dude. And
I did not see. I saw it, but I didn't watch it.
Dude, halfway through. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, this is like, I was getting like freaked out. I was like, this is a little much. And then eventually, I was like, oh, I completely don't know what's happening here. Like,
it's
quarters of the movie,
confusing.
I'm like, no, hands up in the air. Like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. A couple moments where I'm like cackling, laughing, and then a couple moments I'm like, what am I watching here? This is
that show Ripple is like the modern day version of Call the Midwife. It's such a feel good movie. You're like, by the way, I'll still say it again. I watched an episode of Call the Midwife last week, and I'm like, this show is just, you know what it is? The name of the show should be called Mike Tomlin, because all these new shows come and go. They're the
you know what I could see Jimmy doing? I could see Jimmy, if you want to picture Jimmy watching Call the Midwife, just picture the scene from Cable Guy when all the cable goes out and the guy grabs a book for the first time and opens it up and he's just like,
I'm telling you,
this is nice.
I'm telling you, if you sit and all the craziness going on and
there's not a fucking.
By the way, I thought my post
that I watched Call the Midwife.
I thought my post Greenland.
That was. I saw it this morning, and I was like, "Oh man, that was good."
It got no response.
No, people were digging it. It's just you know what it is. People are afraid to like shit. You know what I mean? Like it's so funny, but people.
And it wasn't political.
It was
just. But the world right now is just so different than what even from 20 years ago, and all of a sudden, like Greenland's in the news.
Yeah,
and
Will Pena. I don't know what that's called, but I don't even know what platform that's on. But I saw Momoa and Batista, and I wonder if is that in theaters or is that on the streaming service of some sort? Because I was curious too about that because I like Momoa and Batista. His bullshit aside, he's a funny dude as well.
Now, did you watch the new Game of Thrones?
What, there's a new Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Well, I never watched the original Game of Thrones. You know what it is? I've been getting.
I got to be honest with you.
I
think what's going to happen is with Game of Thrones is on the season finale of this season, the creator is going to wake up and you find out he works for the Hallmark Channel. Okay, what happened to Game of Thrones? Oh my God! There's like the new night is like stupid and not cool and what the hell happened?
I said, I've not got.
I want to see
not given that a
fucking
chance.
dragons. I want to see people get sliced up. I want to see 800 guys running at each other and dying.
Give me like 8 seasons of Vikings before I watch Game of Thrones. Vikings just were like, we're coming to purge and just do the really bad thing to women. I won't say the word. You know what I mean? It's like, we're taking everybody. It's like, okay.
The new night guy looks like he's the uncle on Facts of Life. And what happened here?
Learn the facts of life from watching the Facts of Life.
Oh my God! I don't know. You know what? That was only one. It's getting good reviews, but to me, it was like I want. Someone doesn't lose their head or their finger. This is no good.
That's my bonus mom says that a lot too. She's like, for certain shows, she's like, "There's not enough death. There's not enough killings." Oh, okay.
That's right. That's what I'm watching it for. I can go back to Call the Midwife for a quick 3.
Do you see what happened? And I didn't find this out until yesterday or 2 days ago. Kiefer Sutherland beat up a fucking Uber driver or some shit.
Oh, really?
And I was like, was he channeling his Jack Bauer? I was like, that's amazing. I love that.
I don't know what's going on. You know, these actors, even Timothy Busfield, he's getting accused of being a pedophile now. And oh my God, it's just all these.
It's so easy not to do shit like that, dude. So easy, you fucking weirdos. Stop.
I don't understand this.
One thing. It's literally two things in life not to do. That and the inappropriate stuff with women when they say no. That's it. You can live a squeaky clean life if you don't do that shit. But here people are like, you know what? I'm bored. What do we got? How many? What's she, 7? Perfect. Like, what?
And then you hear people say, well, but he fired a girl and the parent from a pilot, and the parents are pissed. And I'm like, and you can't defend rule number 58. You cannot, if someone gets accused of something awful like that, I think you should just go, my God, well, he deserves a trial. And they're like, but you can't come out and go, no way, not my friend. Like, no, you don't know. What are you talking? You got to just go, oh my God, what a horrible story. He's got to go to court, and they got to, if he's guilty.
Unfortunately, I think we live in a world now where it's like, it's guilty until proven innocent, which kind of sucks, but still, you know, like, let's just not be a douche. Like, don't do the wrong thing.
He directed me in a couple of episodes. I forget the show I did. Not Nurse Jackie, the other one that's on Fox.
Is that Sopranos wife, whatever, Nurse Jackie, right?
Yeah, it wasn't Nurse Jackie. It was the other one with,
anyway.
I can't think of her name. I'm forgetting my own credits now. But
there's so many of them. It's hard to remember them all.
Not lately, though.
Yeah, well.
Now I just audition for commercials for like.
Oh my God. I don't know who Derpy is, but this is rough. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is brutal.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Derpy, I don't know who you are, man, but boy, oh boy, you just spit fire. I'll give you a horn on that one. That was a fucking gem.
He wrote, since Indiana won, does that mean Lee Corso will die? Oh my God.
You know, not for nothing, he was hanging on for maybe this, and now he can, you know what, I can, like, that's for me, that's the same thing. The Cowboys ever won another Super Bowl, I could probably just kick the bucket the next day and be like, you know what? I was there for it. It was all good. I'm done. It's all good.
Yeah, well, it's been 1996. How long now? 29 years?
30 years, folks.
It's 30? Really?
Yeah, 96 they won it. 95 season. January of 96.
Oh, my God.
It's been 30.
Against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Neil O'Donnell basically won us the Super Bowl.
And I was at a party with the entire cast of Mad TV. And
I was at my dad's apartment. I was at my dad's apartment in West Caldwell, and I remember the game specifically because I remember starting to cry when Bill Cowher got the surprise onside kick, and I was like, "Oh shit, we're gonna lose!"
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I used to make that joke with the Cubs. The Cubs won the World Series in like 1903, like 04 and 05. You imagine being a little 8-year-old kid there, like, Daddy, they're gonna win it every year. They didn't win it until like his great grandfather was dead. Like that's.
All right, I'll give you one thing as we try to wrap this up because I got to go pick up my daughter. But there was a question put out there by new Broncos quarterback Ben DiNucci, who was signed right out of the CBS Sports because they need another quarterback. Ben DiNucci said, "Would you rather win the Super Bowl once every 10 years and be complete dog shit for 9, or be really, really good, like Mike Tomlin style, every year for life? But you got to go through like a decade of shit every time." I said, it's not close. Give me the decade of shit and give me that Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Just give me that, because I'm just like, dude, no. I've already gone through it. Like, as I told my dad the other day, I said, the reason why the Cowboys can't do what other teams do, because the other teams are doing that whole like from worst to first thing, right? And they're like, ooh, I can't believe they just made this big jump. The Cowboys are never that bad to get the better draft picks, and their cheap ass owner doesn't want to pony up. And like, there's a method to this, and I'm like, holy shit! Like this, yes, we should have won one by accident at this point. It's been 30 years, but it hasn't happened yet. So that's that. Anyway,
I would take the Super Bowl every 10 years.
Every 10 years, give me that shit.
Because it's hard to be the worst team in the league. So you're in that maybe 5-win, 6-win category for a while. I would take that. I would take that. Listen, I'll be honest with you, win the Super Bowl every year.
Since the Cubs won the World Series, the world's been a kind of a mess. I don't know, Derby, bro. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I don't know who you are, man. But
I don't know who this.
Every Tuesday we're here at 1:00. Go nuts.
And by the way,
shit.
I'm gonna annoy everybody right now. I'm aging myself as I speak. When you have your surname, your title, like Derpy 501, first, second, like that. Mine says Jimmy Palumbo. Like, what? I don't understand.
Welcome to the new world, bro. Not everybody wants to give out their whole name, man. Especially when they make comments like Lee Corso's death. You think Bill Smith wants to come out there and say, hey, you know what? Lee Corso needs to kick the bucket now that Indiana won.
Yeah, you know what? That's like these tough guys. Remember when email first came out? It was like, yeah, send me an email, big tough guy. I'm at the Fuzzy Bear.
I live and die with this, and I still think to this day, if Zuckerberg and Musk and everybody who's running socials, this is the rule that I've always wanted. When you send a tweet or a Instagram comment or some shit, it has to be attached to your physical location. Because if you are that tough and you want to talk some shit, I need to know where you are so then I can come to your house, knock on your door, and ask if you agree. Just beat the brakes off you. But anyway.
This show's coming to a close. You feel better? Happy birthday to my daughter. Yes. Tomorrow, my kitchen will be finished.
Oh, thank God.
Microwave in.
Whatever will we do?
We started this like in August. It'll be done tomorrow. I'm excited about that. I can finally have a regular microwave. I'm using a microwave that is used like in 1970 with a dial. So, so anyway, so next week, what do we got? I guess we'll have a very special guest, and we will go.
We'll see.
Good luck watching the NFL games. Supposed to get snow on Sunday here.
You can't do the snow anymore.
And anybody,
by the way, if you're an adult and you like snow, go fuck yourself. Seriously.
And by the way, it is fucking cold in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's brick. I'm wearing a hoodie in my attic, and my attic usually 100 degries. So
I went outside to get something out of my car. Sometimes you run out to the car. I was like, hey, if I fall and hit my head, I'll die.
I went to the gym in sweatpants because I just dropped my son off, but then I was done with my workout and I had my shorts on. I was like, it's just a walk to the car. Damn. I was like, well, guess I won't be seeing those boys for a couple. See you later.
Anyway. All right. Well, that's it. Jimmy Palumbo Show 252. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Good night, everybody.